Today we're looking at the Sony Alpha-99, the flagship model in Sony's Alpha series. The Alpha-99 sports a newly developed full-frame CMOS sensor which produces 24.3 megapixel images. Curiously, that's slightly down on the 24.6 megapixel resolution of the Alpha-900, although Sony is said to have made significant improvements since the Alpha-900 to better the image quality. The sensor provides a sensitivity range of ISO 100 to 25600 as standard, but you can also extend this down to ISO 50 equivalent if you need to. The 19-point focusing system may appear underwhelming on such a pro camera, but there's much more to it than might be initially appreciated. 11 of these points are cross-type, making them sensitive to both vertical and horizontal details, and these are augmented by a further 102 points which are built into the main sensor, and these come into play when one of 6 lenses are used, such as the Carl Zeiss 24-70. The focusing system also works in conjunction with a new AF range feature, which allows 2 distances to be specified between which the camera is asked to focus. This works much in the same way as a lens-based focus limit switch, although being able to define close and far focusing distances so precisely makes this a much superior system. As with all of Sony's cameras based on the SLT system, the Alpha-99 includes an electronic rather than an optical viewfinder. It's the same viewfinder that featured in the Alpha-77, an OLED display with 2.4 million dots. The LCD screen proves to be just as unconventional for 2 reasons. Firstly, the resolution is 1.228 million dots and it incorporates extra white pixels for improved brightness. Also, its articulation beats anything seen previously on such a model. It can be pulled some distance away from the camera's body on a hinge, and it can be positioned high enough to sit above the viewfinder and rotated through a 270-degree angle around a pivot. For the camera's graphic user interface, Sony has adhered to the same basic structure that has featured on previous Alpha models. As such, there's no colour coordination for the different sections, which would make zipping from one to the other more intuitive. We've just got the same orange-black palette which has been used before. Full HD videos are recorded to a choice of 50p, 50i and 25p modes, and these can be output as uncompressed files through the HDMI port. There's also a mic and a headphone socket on board, and a new silent multi-controller which allows settings to be changed silently during video recording. For the Alpha-99, Sony has opted for a design which stays consistent with that set out by the Alpha-77. The body itself makes use of a combination of magnesium alloy and engineering plastic, and it's sealed against dust and moisture. The grip and the backplate are both well rubbered, and the depressions in the grip make for really comfortable handling. Colours are generally lifelike at default settings, so in certain situations, such as with landscapes, you might want to pick a more vibrant creative style. The auto white balance is reliable in natural conditions and still very good when you take pictures under artificial sources, although sometimes fluorescent sources do fool it. Most of the time the metering system does well to produce balanced exposures, although there is a slight tendency towards underexposure, particularly when the camera is faced with a scene with backlighting. Noise is generally controlled well across the sensitivity range, although some chroma noise can be seen in shadowy areas even as low as ISO 200, which is a little bit disappointing. Overall, the Sony Alpha is a well-built but lightweight camera that's capable of very good stills and video quality. It's only really let down by the limited spread of its focusing system and also some slight delays when starting up the camera and when changing settings. We give the camera 89% overall, but to read the full review, go to whatdigitalcamera.com.